Hi students, in last class we are discussed about speech. So the speech which is going to be used to take the is going to take the voice and is going to be record, and how it is going to be record, and what is the minimum frequency will be there, and what is the maximum frequency, and all of these things we are discussed in last class. And coming to here, especially in this class we are going to discuss about the speech part. So in this the speech part we are going to be take all of these such things. That means we have to be observe all of these things in speech, and we have to be think and how the speech is going to be used, and these things we will continue. And coming to here, reproducer speech output. So coming to here, speech generation. So generally in speech generation we are going to be having the speech generation. So whatever may be the speech generation is going to be done. For example, now I am going to be taking the class. So while taking the class I am going to be recording my voice, and this my voice is going to, that means is going to be generating. So whatever may be I am going to be speaking is going to be generating based on my speech. So here there are the two way of speech approach or output. So now I am going to giving the input, and after that if I want to listen the voice, so what will I be do? I will be do simply I am going to be record my voice, and after the recording is going to be completed, next I am going to be play the my video file. So whenever I am going to be play the video file, is going to be take the, I am able to listen my audio in easy manner, clear manner. So for this is going to be time dependent. So what is the time dependent? So what is based on the time how you are going to be able to speech. So like that one you have to be observed. So this we can call as the time dependent. For this online class I am going to be taking the 30 minutes. So for starting to my ending time is 30 minutes. So for all of these 30 minutes I have to be speak. So this is going to be called time dependent. So this is going to be depend by the user how much is going to be take, and where he wants to be stop, and these things is going to be done in especially in time dependent system. And in this time dependent sound concatenation we are going to be using. So what is meant by sound concatenation I am going to be explain. So here we have to be take the two things. The two things are, first one is the frequency dependent, and another one is the sound concatenation. So what is meant by time dependent? Individual speech units are composed like building blocks. So whatever may be here I am going to be speech I am going to be giving here is going to be based on units, and here it is going to composed like buildings. So whatever the buildings will be there, it is going to be taking the data, and based on that buildings is going to be taking the things here. So coming to here, in this manner we have to be take such things, we have such levels we have to be take. The individual phones are understood as speech units. Already you know. So already you are having the mobile phones. So what is the mobile phone? So mobile phone is which we are going to be using in our daily manner to make the calls and to see the other things we are going to be using. And especially in this system, the individual phones we can call as the speech units. So in this the phones we can call as speech units, and this we can be understood here. And whenever you are going to be understood, the data is going to be take here and which is going to be implement in easy and simple manner. So like that we have to be take the things especially in this manner we have to be mentioned. The individual phones of words are crumbed. It is possible with just a few phones to create an unlimited vocabulary. So coming to here in this, I am going to be take the data, and whenever I am going to be using the data, so here I am going to be mention the verse will be there. So in this verse I am going to be use the karma will be there. So here it is going to be possible based on with just a few phones only, and that few phones is going to be create the unlimited vocabulary. So here it is going to be use the unlimited vocabulary, and in this unlimited vocabulary, so here the data is going to become, and like this we are going to be implement in like this. So like this we are going to be take. Next one comes to the reproducible speech output. So here it is going to come in. So phone and sound concatenation. So sometimes this is a combination. So whatever the words is going to be speaking here, the words concatenation will be done. Concatenation means the words is going to be added. So whenever the words is going to be added, so then it is going to be comes to the output such as M. So like sometimes when we are going to be unlimited vocabulary, we are going to be make the call. Sometimes the words is going to be miss, and whenever the words is going to be miss, the words is going to comes in different way. Two phones can constitute a diphone. So diphone we can call as in this comes to the, so one phone to another is going to become. So like this it is going to comes to the diphone sound concatenation. So in this the sound concatenation which is going to be gives the output like this. To make the transition problem easier, the syllabus can be created. So in this we are able to create the syllabus, and based on the syllabus we are going to get the such thing. The speech is generated through a set of syllabus. So whatever the speech we are going to be get there, so it's going to comes to the set of syllabus. For example, I want to give you a speech on multimedia. So just now I am going to giving the speech for you on this subject. So while giving the speech on this subject, I am going to be speaking continuously. So while speaking the continuously, so here I am going to be shows the symbol of sound. So words crumbing is going to become. So now I am going to be pronouncing the words in simple and slow manner. If I am going to be continue in fast manner, what will be happen? Then some of the users are unable to listen my words. So that's why I am going to be giving the words very carefully. Why? Because when I am speaking here, my laptop is in microphone, it is going to be catch, and next after that it is going to be sent to the recording software, and these things has to be done. So this is comes to the words crumb. And coming to here next, syllabi of sound. So here the word sound concatenation is going to be done. The best pronunciation of a word is achieved through storage of the whole word. So coming to here, how the word is going to be storage, so that we can call as the best pronunciation. And for in this pronunciation we have to be take the diagram like this. So this diagram is going to be showing the word sound concatenation. So in this word sound concatenation is going to be take these things. Comes to the text, crumb, sentence part, word, syllabi, consonant, vowel, consonant. So like this is going to be record. So whatever may the text you are going to speech, so based on the speech is going to be record here. Next one comes to the speech generation. So next one comes to the I'm going to be taking the next concept comes to the frequency dependent sound concatenation. So based on the frequency, how the sound concatenation is done. Speech generation. So whatever the speech is going to be generated, output can also be based. Output can also be based on a frequency dependent sound. In this frequency dependent sound, I am going to give the constant. So in this I am going to be take the format synthesis. I am going to be take the format synthesis. I am going to be take. So in this format synthesis is going to be take the data here, and in this data is going to be shows the situation, and in this situation it is going to be take the concatenation of my data. So in this concatenation of my data is going to be take. So generally is going to be dependent on speech recognition. So speech concatenation. So whenever the speech is going to be generated, is going to comes to the spectrum of speech signal. So it's going to depend on spectrum of speech signal is going to be taken. So for that I am going to be taking the format synthesis. So for this I am going to be taking I am going to take the some synthesis I am going to take, and in this I am going to take the voice tract, and for this I am going to use the filter. So the filter which is going to be gives the word denomination and like that one. Later to phone rules and dictionary explanations and sound transfer is going to be done. So whatever the text is going to be given is going to be comes to the transcription. In this transcription, the phone is going to be takes the rules, and it's going to be also give the dictionary exceptions. That means if you are going to speak any one of the word wrongly, so it is going to be accept. And after that sound format is going to comes to the synthesis, and here it is going to transfer the sound, and after that it will becomes in the form of output. So like this, first one is the transcription, translated into sound script. Many methods are there. Later to phone rules and dictionary of exception library. So like this we are going to take, and after that it can be improve your continuously, and in this the user is able to recognize so the formula, and in this it's going to be gives the transcription, and in this transcription it is going to be improves the pronunciation. So whatever maybe you are going to be pronunciate, so which is going to be comes in manual. Second step, sound script is going to translate into a speech signal, and in this is going to be depend on time of frequency dependent concatenations. So in this the steps is going to be followed. So like this it's going to be implement the sound based on the signal processor and the dedicated processor. Next one comes to the speech analysis. Speech analysis input deals with the research area. So this is the figure diagram. So research areas of speech analysis. So what are my speech, who, what and how. So who means we have to be verification and we have to be done identification, and what comes to the recognition and understand. And next comes to the speech analysis comes to the how. Human speech has certain characteristics determined by a speaker. So in this human speech is going to determined by a speaker. So here the speech analysis is going to be analyze. So analyze means it is going to be make the analysis. So in this analysis it's going to be done who is speaking, and that is to recognize a speaker for his or her identification, verification. So like that we have to be make. The computer identifies and verifies the speaker using an acoustic fingerprint, and in this the fingerprint digitally stores speech pro certainly statement. So whenever this acoustic fingerprint, so which is going to be taken in part of biometrics. So whenever you are going to be give your thumbnail, especially in part of to give the that to record that to get the access, then you are going to put, if you are right person, it is going to give the thank you, otherwise your fingerprint is not full. So like this it is going to be gives the speaker. So coming to here, not only that, the speech analysis. So here if you want any help in our mobile phone or laptop, we are going to pressing the mic, and after pressing the mic, so if you are going to be giving the order, so based on that giving order you are going to getting the output here. So this is comes to the an acoustic printer fingerprint is digitally stored. So like that one it is going to be used. Especially this thing is going to be identified by your computer. So this is going to be identified by your computer, and not only that, in your biometrics, especially fingerprint is going to be taken. And these things we have to be observed in this concept of how the digital is going to be stored. Another task of speech analysis is to analyze what has been said. So now, especially in speech analysis, we have to analyze. So what have been said, and in this to recognize, I'm going to be recognize the understand speech signal. So whatever the speech signal will be there, we have to be take it, and based on the speech sequence is going to be correspond. So whatever the text will be there, it is going to be correspond, and the text is going to be generated in easy manner. This can lead to a speech controlled typewriter. So here this can be lead to a speech controlled typewriter. So in this the translation is going to be done. So workplace for handwriting. So whenever if you want to give the speech analysis is going to be taken. So coming to here, especially speech recognition. So whenever this speech recognition we can also implement nowadays in Apple products. So especially in Apple Pad in olden days, I am used to type the text, but now I am not typing the text. Simply I am going to turning on the mic. So I am going to pronunciation words. So the speech control typewriter is going to be taking my voice and is going to be printing the text on that mail account, and after that it's going to be comes to the save. So this is comes to the this is going to be lead to the speech control typewriter. So next one comes to the another area of speech analysis. So in this it is going to comes to the research speech pattern will be there, and based on that we have certain statements we have to be said, and whatever the spoken sentence are there, so it's going to be take. So based on that how it's going to be spoken, so whether the person is angry or calm. For example, now I am feel little bit angry, I got a little bit disturbed. So what will be my class will be there, a spoken sentence differently. So now my words is going to become in very harsh, especially it will becomes in very loud and like that. So when you are going to be observe these speech thing, that person is going to be comes to the angry. Next, if the person is calm, now I am very cool, and now I am going to be taking the class a spoken sentence sound differently if a person is angry or calm. Now whatever maybe I am going to study, this comes to the very calm. Why? Because at present I don't have any angry, I am very cool, I am going to be speaking the words with a simple manner. So this is it. Speech recognition. Speech recognition is the process of converting an acoustic signal captured by a microphone or a telephone to a set of words. So here in my laptop I am having the speech recognition. This speech recognition is going to be converting the signal by taking a microphone or a telephone, which will be converted into a set of words. So in our smartphone, laptop, you are going to be having the microphone. This microphone is going to be captures your voice as input and sends to other as the output. And in this I am going to be using the set of words, just like at present I am going to be taking the class. So for this class I am going to be using the set of words. So here speech recognition is the process of converting spoken language to written text or some similar form. So spoken language is nothing but written text. Here we are going to be giving similar form. So what is the similar form? We are going to be using as voice as input. Speech recognition is the foundation of human computer interaction. So whenever you are going to be take the computer, so it is going to comes to the interaction with the speech only. So in my computer I am going to be interactive with the Cortana. So in this Cortana I am going to be give some commands, and based on that commands it's going to be execute. Dependent and independent speaker will be there. So here whether it is going to dependent or some independent speakers will be there. So here some words we can speech continuously. Next comes to the small vocabulary, that means small words, or you can also take large words. So in quiet environment or low noise environment you can take it, and these things comes to natural language understanding is a process of analysis recognized words. So in this natural language, so whatever the words is going to comes here, you are able to analyze and recognize and transforming into data meaningful to computer. So whatever may be the things is going to coming, the computer is going to be understanding the natural language, and it is going to be recording my words or transforming into a meaningful format in our computer. And other than NLU is a computer based, so it's going to be understand the human language. So whatever may the human is going to speak the language, that language is going to be understood by the computer. NLU is used, this natural language understanding is used with the combination of speech recognition. So in this I am going to be take the 2 periods of silence, pronunciation. So in this the speech engine is going to be take word, how it is going to be like, and it will be gives the practice for us how to speak the words. Next one comes to the grammar. So in this grammar I am going to define the own words. So in this I am going to recognize the engine words. Vocabulary comes to the dictionary. So in this dictionary I am going to be taking as a list of words, utterances, and in this it can be recognized speech recognized team, and training is a process, so which is going to be adapt the recognition system of a speaker, and like that when accuracy is going to be measured how I am going to speak. Speaker dependent system is going to be designed only for one user at a time. So here in my system the speaker is going to be used only one user at a time. So at present I am the only one person who is going to be speaking here. Speaker independent system is designed for variety of speakers. So speaker independent system, so which is going to be used for variety of speakers. In this variety of speakers we can use them in this manner. So what are the types are there in speech recognition? Isolate words, connected words, continuation speech, spontaneous speech, voice verification, like this. So here reference storage comes to the properties of learned materials, and speech is going to depend on these 2 things. The speech is going to depend on these 2 things. Comes to the parameters, response, and property extraction, and the reference storage to problem recognition is going to be make the comparison, and in this comparison I am going to taking the problem recognition, and it has been to comparison with the reference relation. So for that I am going to take in the main program, and after that the speech is going to be recognized. So this is the principle of data reduction through the property and properly extraction. In this way the speech is going to be extracted in proper manner, and in this proper manner you have to be observe these all of these things, and in this you have to be take such things, and in this such things when you are going to be take the concept of recognized speech is going to be done like this. So like this we have to take the different types of problems and references, and based on that difference only you have to take the decision. This is comes to the speech recognition. Next one comes to the components of speech and how it is going to be recognized and how it is going to be understood. So here it is going to be understood like this. So here in this it's going to be take the sound pattern. So in this sound pattern it is going to be take the different word models, and in this word models it is going to comes to the acoustic phonetic analysis. So what is mean by acoustic phonics analysis? So this is going to depend on the speech. So the speech, how much the way or in which the clarity you are going to be able to give the speech, that is going to be based on this acoustic and phonetic analysis. So once the acoustic and phonetic analysis is going to be done, which is going to be take the sound pattern. So after the sound pattern, it's going to be take the different word models, and whenever it is going to take the different word models, so next it is going to be depend on syntax, and after the syntax some syntactical analysis is there, and syntax is comes to the whatever may be the procedure in our computer. The syntax comes to the a command or a procedure or a function or a program, how it is being executed is called syntax. So here in syntactical analysis is going to be having the different speeches. In this different speeches it is going to be take the concept here. So whenever it is going to be take the concept here, and in this it is going to be take the syntactic, in this it is going to be take the concept, and whenever it is going to be take the concept, so this thing is going to be implemented, and after this is going to be recognize the speech. So how it is going to be recognized is going to be recognize the speech based on the user, and the user speech is going to be recognized. After recognize, it is going to be make the analysis that how the words is going to be speaking by the users, and that analysis is going to be done. Once the analysis is going to be done, it is going to be understand the speech, and after that it is going to be recorded. And this process entire process is going to be done with fast and easy manner. And this thing comes to the we have to be take in easy manner. So this is comes to the we can call as analytics. So by this we have to be take the speech recognition. So here this is comes to the multimedia system. So in this multimedia system we have to be take such type of things we have to be implement here. And these things comes to the multimedia system we have to be implement in systems. So by this we are completed our unit 1, and in our next unit we can start with digital image and animation. So we are going to start with digital image and these things. So this is comes to the today session. We'll meet with a new unit in next class. Until then, take care and bye.